Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme. Our main news, the father of Molly Russell on the Laura Kuenssberg show, which I was a panellist on. So I was sitting in the studio about this report that neurologist Susanna O'Sullivan thinks that modern healthcare is over-diagnosing people, not necessarily making them healthier, have an underdiagnosis problem in the past. We didn't recognise people who needed help, but healthier you can make the population. That was probably true to a point, but the improvement is. Secretary yesterday was posed the question. Let's have a listen to what he said. Generically, there seems to be an overdiagnosis.
I think they've
what your local MP voted.
And that's held.
They've pulled back from freezing PIP benefits. PIP, because 1,000 people every day, I think, sign on for the PIP. And they may cut other welfare benefits. Wes Streeting says, I think the moral of the story is don't believe briefings and sources. These briefings are
invented.
These would have been briefings. Did they put out something quite dramatic in order that when they pulled back from it, what they actually do the benefit to some of the most severely has told Good Morning Britain. Harmful content online is getting worse, despite new laws being enforced from today.
The government says that the Online Safety Act represents a major step forward, but Ian Russell, whose daughter died in 2017 after viewing harmful content online, well, he says that children and families have been let down by Ofcom's timid approach. Well, our senior correspondent Jonathan Swain joins us now.
£80 million or 10% of their...
Well, that's our main news this morning. We'll discuss that shortly with the Mail's Andrew Pearce and the Mirror's Kevin Maguire. Now, though, 6 minutes, here's Ranveer with the rest of the day. Right, talking about over the moon, Laura. We've got still to come on Good Morning Britain, victory for the couple.
We're going to get the news, the travel and the weather wherever you're watching next week.
Just coming up to 6:30, let's have a look at the front pages this morning. The Times
Disability benefits are set to lose an average of 600...
I think in a given at work, you tend to have the people...
See a GP anyway. But we sort of genuinely thought that they could freeze PIP, which would clock.
Right, 6:56, time for details of our £250,000 cash prize, which is up for grabs, and only for this week, we have an extra 50 grand worth of bonus prizes. Andy has the to 22.8. We've got a tricky job on now, interviewing an interviewer. It's always tricky because you can't trip them up. It's our ITV daytime next door neighbour Lorraine Kelly, and she's teaming up with a host of famous faces a bit later this month in a major bid to support the 1 in 4 people who suffer low mood. And it's basically to get them moving.
Well, it's already under... Look, living in the know. Let's see what can happen. Interview this morning. Inspired. She's in the strength.
Your paperback now from the heart.
Actually,
well, it's set in the Orkneys.
The island swimmer. Still to come, Adrian and Joanne Fenton. Well, they were completely shocked when they were fined £1,500 after they rang 999.
Well done them. Now then, competition time. And on Friday, we revealed a brand new winner. Congratulations to Joy, very aptly named, who won 150 grand. Will it be your turn next with 6 chances to win this week? Well, there's £250,000 and 5 bonus prizes up for grabs. Of course, Andy has the details.
You know, she finds a lot of peace checkups and treatments, and he would be thinking maybe he almost got run over by a bus. You know, and said Susanna, but for goodness sake, I'm going to be nearly 65.
Exactly.
You know, real community.
You're celebrating your